Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. My name's Eddie Campos with Eddie's home team of RE/MAX Preferred Associates. Let's go inside and see who today's guest is. Hey everyone, welcome to Coffee with Eddie. My special guest this week is none other than Nicole Khoury. You probably know her from Acoustics for Autism, and she has just been a huge staple in our community. I want to make you blush for a minute. So
that might be hard.
Law school,
Yep.
musician, municipal judge, executive director for Project I Am, co-creator with Dave Carpenter for Acoustics for Autism, 20 under 40 winner, Hometown Hero Award winner for Mommy, District Award winner from the Ohio Bar Association, voted Toledo's most inspirational in 2012, voted Toledo's best female lawyer. Toledo, when do you sleep?
I don't. I don't. I really
That's
don't.
an incredible resume.
Yeah.
And I'm not really quite sure where to start, so I thought maybe especially for people that don't know you, to maybe talk about where you came from. You know,
Sure.
You started in South Toledo, you went up through Hillsdale, you came back and through Mommy. Tell us about that journey and how you got there.
So I'm the oldest of four girls. My father was an immigrant from Syria. My mom is a South Ender true and true, and they met over music. And they've been married for, how old am I? 45, so 46 years. They got like 1 month after they got married.
Yeah.
They were pregnant with me, surprise. But that all being said, just a really good roots in the South End community on both sides of my family, actually. My dad went to Woodward, but all my cousins and everything kind of live in the South End. And so we kind of grew up through there. And I don't know where you fall in line or if you have siblings, but being the oldest of four girls is a very difficult task.
Yeah.
So if you aren't built of a certain kind of meat, then you probably are not going to succeed. So for me, it was one of those things where my sisters are like my whole world, and being a good example to them was basically what drove me. That and a lot of pressure from my parents. Being the daughter of an immigrant is a hard thing because
they have a certain expectation for
well,
you.
they don't get to do. I mean, I remember he had to hide. He was a great athlete. He had to hide to play sports.
Sure.
Whereas for me, it was, well, you're a good athlete. I want you to play sports.
Right.
So I mean, all of those things came with that. As well as the expectation.
And he probably recognized you had a few other opportunities to do that maybe he didn't get to.
That's exactly
enjoy.
what it is. Because he didn't have the opportunities, he wanted his kids to have all the opportunities.
Right.
And then when I came around, I was excelled in a lot of those things. And so, for the other three girls, you know how parents are. They get a little bit lax as the kids go on. But but yeah, that's me in a nutshell. My family is ginormous and pretty well known throughout the community on both sides, and a lot of music, a lot of athleticism from both sides of it, and that kind of totally molded me into who I am.
Do you feel a certain, and maybe this isn't the right word, but a certain amount of pressure or expectation still?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist through and through. I think it's a great quality, but I think it's a huge fault. I mean, when I say I nitpick myself terribly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't think it. I have a very charmed life that I've worked very hard to build. But no, I nitpick every single thing about myself. But I think that is one of the things that's driven me to get to where I am. If I didn't have those aspirations and that drive and that ambition to do that, I certainly don't know that I'd be where I am.
So where was it in that growing up that told you that law school was a direction, or did that come later?
No. So when I was in 8th grade, I was a trained dancer as well, and I thought I'd be a dancer. That's what I was going to do. And my dad, I remember getting ready to go to University of Toledo to go on a visit, and they wanted to pair you up with students to go and shadow around. And I remember my dad saying, well, you can't be a dancer. That can't be your career.
Right.
And of course I was mad and I cried and this, that, and the other thing. But it was like, all right, fine, I'll go be a lawyer. And literally that was how it started. And then from there, it just kind of happened. And then, I just stuck with it. And if anybody knows me, I'm somebody who, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
Yeah.
Luckily,
And then you committed to yourself when you said, I'm going to do it. So it's like, I'm stuck.
turned out very, very well for me. In this day and age, do I suggest that everybody should be lawyers? No, I don't. I mean, it's a really oversaturated market right now. And it's hard. I mean, you really got to have the grit and the drive. And I was never a corporate firm girl. I was always on my own. So I worked for the public defender's office part-time, but then I had my own private practice. And I mean, you really have to have your drive to do that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to criminal defense work.
Yeah. So. When we come back, we'll talk about how her experience as a child and going through high school and through college, how she ended up with Project I Am and with the Acoustics for Autism Festival. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Eddie. We're here to talk to my friend Tiffany over at the Appliance Center. And Tiffany, you've got a great special going on with the Crosley Conservador. What's happening here?
Yes, so this is an entry-level whirlpool. It is actually made here in Ohio, in Clyde. The set is under $1,000. It does come with a 1-year warranty, or you can purchase an extended 5-year warranty for each piece for $149.
Okay. Or if you're someone who just bought your first home, you're looking to fill it up, you need a washer and dryer, this is a great place to start.
Absolutely, yes.
That's awesome. So if someone needed to have service done, you guys also service as well,
We
correct?
do. We have our service department. We do service all the products that we do sell.
So great product, available right away, can be delivered. You guys can service in-house, made in Ohio, fantastic price.
Yes.
Come and see.
Very affordable option.
Very affordable
Yes.
option.
Yes.
Come and see Tiffany. So if you're looking for a new washer and dryer, this is the place to be. Appliance Center on Illinois Avenue in Maumee, or you can find them in Sylvania on Monroe Street. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next month.